Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the week of November 8th. Now Aquarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Aquarius, I do not do personal readings, so if you get a DM from somebody, that is not me, that is somebody impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we have here for you. Hope your November is off to a good start here. So make sure everything is in view and we'll get right into it. All right. I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Tower. So this is one of these feared moments in the tarot, but here's the deal, Aquarius. You really, truly should not be afraid of any of these cards, okay? Tarot should be like a very small portion of the advice that you get in your life, right? And the Tower truly just illustrates or highlights an illusion, okay? You may, in some area here, there may be something in your life that needs to be exposed. And the Tower truly is about shaking you down to your foundation for a reason. It's like the universe stepping in and saying, whatever you're doing right now, this house of cards that you're living in is not where you're supposed to be going. And truly what the Tower does is it takes you on the path to the Star, which is the card that comes after the Tower. And so it can feel like a jolt of energy. It can feel like lightning and thunder. It can feel like an upheaval, but ultimately it's getting you to where you need to go. And like I said, you know, just because something comes through in a tarot card, like for example, in my personal, I do readings for myself. I do readings on myself, like every month. And I've gotten the Tower where nothing bad has happened. And in fact, it was just more of an illusion being exposed or a revelation. And so just keep that in mind. That's what I'm trying to communicate here. So right away, in the middle of the reading, you have the Temperance card. This middle card here spills into the rest, so it's very important. What I really like is the Temperance card can indicate a turnaround, because the card that comes before Temperance is the Death card. Death is very similar to the Tower in that it's actually not as bad as it seems. But regardless, the Temperance card is healing after difficulty, or healing after you've maybe gone through, let's say, a Tower moment. So for me, this, whatever's going on here with this Tower is, you know, something that's not going to be like career ending or shocking or anything like that. I don't see that coming in. In fact, I see as a result of this event that may happen, you being able to sort of take a moderate or balanced approach towards something. The Temperance card is patience, balance, moderation, in addition to healing. And it can also indicate like alchemizing, like bringing, like combining your gifts and combining your talents into something new. And I feel like that may come in. Now you also here in the past, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. You know, you've been really thinking about a change. Okay, you've been thinking about weighing all of the options, weighing all of the plates, keeping all the plates in the air and thinking about where to go. And along with that, the Two of Pentacles can indicate juggling or fluctuating wealth, changes in finances, changes in resources. By default, it's good. And despite having this Tower, I actually think it's a good change because you have the Page of Wands, the Temperance, and the King of Wands around it. All very good for enterprise, okay? This is Sagittarius energy, so can be the Page of Wands and the King of Wands. It can be any fire sign. But it's more like these are wands and fire in the tarot is enterprise, business, career. And so I feel like you've maybe been thinking about a career change. I think some of you are thinking about shifting into self-employment. It's coming through because of this King of Wands and the Page of Wands as well, which here in the past, this can indicate potentially getting a new opportunity. This could be through self-employment, but it could also be a new job opportunity if you're not thinking about self-employment at all. If that's not your thing, this Page of Wands could be thinking about like taking another job elsewhere, because you have this idea of juggling, of weighing with that Two of Pentacles and the Page of Wands indicating potentially a new opportunity in enterprise, career, business. And along with that, you may feel a little bit blinded or restricted in the choice that you have to make here. With this Eight of Swords, you may feel a bit like you're in a sword imprisonment, which is like the imprisonment of your thoughts or your mind. And it can indicate that fears are getting in the way. You may not exactly know what is on the other end of this offer. And that may be causing you to have some fear or some anxiety around that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here. Now, in your current situation, you have the King of Wands, the Temperance, and the Empress card. Love this sort of energy here. This is really nice energy. So this King of Wands is the classic, the absolute classic entrepreneur in the tarot. This is, if they are not self-employed, they are at a job because they want to be there. Okay? The King of Wands, they might even be running the show because they are the most passionate person in the room. And if nothing else, you have some sort of talent or skill or gift that keeps you always having a job, always well employed, always well provided for here with this King of Wands showing up. It's also just somebody who's like financially successful as well. They're just like career, they achieve a sort of high status, if you will, with the King of Wands. And so that is true for the King of Pentacles as well. But for the King of Wands, I'm feeling like that for some reason. I almost feel like some of you are maybe thinking about like, what can you do to like do this on your own in some ways? Like, I feel like maybe you're at a job where you could maybe also do something like do that job for yourself, which most jobs can be nowadays, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. You also have this Empress card as well, which is major abundance. Okay, this is resources and support being made available, resourcefulness. This is fertility and prosperity. And the idea of that, of you like nurturing something and nurturing a part of your path, whether that's a project or a person or something like that. There could be a really nice opportunity that comes. I do feel like maybe it comes with more money with this Page of Wands and this Two of Pentacles, which is the big thing that you're weighing here. The big factor for you is potentially taking more money somewhere. And for some of you, that's going to be you realizing that, you know what, if I build my own thing, maybe you're starting a YouTube channel or something, you can make more money. And for others of you, there's this other opportunity that maybe comes with a higher bonus or a higher pay or something like that. Now, in the future, you have the King of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Seven of Cups. So this Seven of Cups here, you have a lot of options, okay? You have, you know, a lot of different choices at hand. It can mean that you're confused and maybe a little bit overwhelmed by the choices that you have, by the amount of options that you have. That can be a good and a bad thing, okay? It can be good to have multiple job offers. I always like to say this Page of Wands, this Seven of Cups, to me indicates that you are sought after, okay? People want you. And I think that's probably more so the case for you. This Judgment card's interesting. This is sort of like you're almost at the top of the mountain here. And with that, it can indicate a period of reflection, a period of self-reflection, asking yourself what you can do to get yourself to the top of the mountain, to the World card, which is the next card, and taking a look at your wins, your losses, and kind of a very serious sort of look at yourself here. You also have this King of Cups. We have two kings next to each other. You could be just dealing with a lot of different people in this week at this time. We also have a page. And the King of Cups is somebody who's kind of level-headed. They are good at sort of weathering any sort of emotional storm or anything like that. So I feel like you're just kind of making smart choices here. Let's see what else we have. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, and maybe share this video with a friend. Also really appreciate you being here. Hope you're doing well, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. So let's see what we have here. Mary Magdalene, Teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. So definitely like that. I feel like some of you are acquiring higher knowledge here with the Temperance card and the Mary Magdalene card, no doubt about it. And then these cards came out together. So you have Gaia, Earth Connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. You have Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring, as well as Master Buddha. Increased awareness, deep connection. Trust your inner voice. So, at the end of the day, you're being called on here with this Gaia card, with this King and Cups and Wands, to make a grounded choice, a grounded decision here. And at the end of the day, the only person that has the answer is you, okay? And you might have to dig deep inside of yourself to figure this choice out and find this answer. So what else do we have here? Okay, you have Abundance. Love that card. It doesn't come out as much as I would hope to see it come out in these readings. You have There's Something Better and Compromise. Wow. So if that couldn't be relevant, more relevant. So, you know, that Two of Pentacles there, that is sort of like, you can think of this, the pentacles on a scale, and you kind of juggling them. You see the scale energy here on this Compromise card, as well as Abundance, and There's Something Better. You know, for some of you, you're really just, money is sort of on your mind here. Money's very important for you in whatever decision you're making, and, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like your resources here are sort of the highlight of this reading. And yeah, so let's see what else we have. All right, let's get some additional cards from the tarot deck, from another tarot deck here. So you have the Seven of Cups coming in once again. You have the Nine of Cups and the Three of Wands. So yeah, look, weighing all of the options, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but that's literally like what the Two of Pentacles is. But when you get it with the Seven of Cups, it's just like that, like times 7, that times 10, because, you know, each cup on the card here indicates a different choice, a different path that you can take or you can go down. And for you, I do feel like maybe if there's one thing that I'm nitpicking here, it's like this could be causing you to like really be a little bit anxious or a little bit uncertain. I feel like you're a little bit uncertain about which one you're going to choose. Ultimately, I think at the end of the day, you're going to make the right choice for you. Nine of Cups, fulfillment of a wish, amazing card, especially as it comes with that Page of Wands, which can indicate the universe coming in, giving you something, giving you a sort of offer, an opportunity, but it could feel divinely inspired. And then the Eight of Swords being in your mind, being trapped, but with the Three of Wands, you're looking to grow and expand, okay? You're looking to expand your mind on this choice that you have to make. Okay, you have the Devil, the Hierophant, I see what's going on here, and the Tower. So you have the Tower coming in once again. We've already talked about how you should not be afraid of any of these cards, especially, you know, when you get the Tower, it's not doom and gloom. Like I said, I've seen that card play out in different ways in my life where it was never actually really a problem. But what's interesting here is I actually feel like it's more about, this Tower is more about a revelation as you get it with the Empress. And really what I feel like is going on here, the Hierophant and the Devil, that combination that you've just pulled here, when I get those cards together, this is clear non-conformity, Aquarius. I feel like I've said this in readings for you in the past. You're making the sort of non-traditional, untraditional, whatever the word is, choice on which one you're picking. Like, you have so many options. I feel like the one that you pick is going to surprise people. If anything, the Tower is about you surprising others. Maybe you're surprising a mother figure, because the Empress is the mother archetype, or you're surprising someone else in your life. But you are making an unusual choice, and ultimately I think it's because you've dug inside of yourself and you're picking the one that's best for you, which is, I think, a good thing. Yeah, alternative choice here with the Four of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Emperor. Mother and father energy with the Empress and the Emperor. Could also be like a power couple type of energy. But, the emperor is like that strict or that stern father, but at the same time, they are extremely successful, the emperor. And so when you get that card in a reading, it's a very good omen for business situations, for career situations, for anything relating to that. The emperor is, as I like to say, like big boss energy. And for you to get that with the Seven of Cups, I feel like you're going to have authority over whatever choice you make here. You have this Queen of Wands. Some of you may be teaming up with someone, because we have that King and the Queen of Wands with the Emperor and the Empress. It's a little bit off the path of this reading, but I don't know, I felt like I needed to say it. The Queen of Wands is also sort of bold, assertive, creative, attractive energy as well. They're very good at attracting things into their life, whether it be people or opportunities or projects, things like that. And so I definitely see that coming in. I also feel like you're just making a bold and assertive choice around all of these options. And with that Four of Cups, you can see this hand here offering that person an alternative cup. That indicates something different than what they're used to. And that's what I feel like you're doing. You're choosing the other thing, the other one. I don't know what the other one is for you, but that's what I get. And this has come because you've realized that there needed to be a compromise that was made around this. Like, you're taking the pros and the cons of the situation here. So you have toil and labor, lovers, change, despair, coffin. Yeah, you're concerned. You're delivering a message here that someone doesn't want to hear. But guess what, Aquarius? At the end of the day, it's your choice. And sometimes you just have to make the right decision for you. And that's what I think is going on here. And I think you are deciding to end it with someone or end it with a job situation. Because you have this, with this courtship card, it makes sense for this Queen of Wands where somebody really wants to hire you or somebody really wants to date you or something like that, where you're embracing the change here. And I feel like you're really discovering it. The imprisonment is just this feeling of needing to get away from tradition. Okay, you're not going to get trapped in conformity here. You're going to do something else. So I love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you in the next one.